Hey everybody, it's Chad with Nobody Else's Auto. William's already on with us, ready to go. Glad William made it. It is 7 o'clock Tuesday evening. Time for some Toy Tuesday. Going to check out some more cool toys and memorabilia tonight. Since we are live, we're going to give everybody a few seconds to get their notifications that we are on and going so they can jump on with us and check out what we've got going on. Anyway, in the meantime, getting geared up for the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Going to be a really busy next couple of days. We've got a ton of cool cars coming in that are going to be rolling across the block on Saturday, October 2nd here in Great Bend, Kansas. Be sure to check out that channel, F&E Collector Auto Auction, on YouTube. We got a lot of cool stuff on there, the Facebook page, the website, feclassiccarauction.com. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of cool cars coming in, which means my week has been bonkers and not going to get any better. But it's definitely going to get worse before it gets any better. But anyway, it is Tuesday evening. I didn't want to miss you guys to do some Toy Tuesday. Take a few minutes out of my week, the way things have been going, so we can check out some more cool stuff. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get rolling. We've got a little bit of a mix tonight. I picked up some pretty cool stuff last week. Elle in North Carolina made it. Glad you're here. Randy's on. Glad you're here. Kevin made it. So definitely got our crew jumping on with us. Glad you guys are all here. But was out of town last weekend. Got a call literally right before I was leaving. I mean, literally was throwing tools and stuff in the truck, getting ready to head out. And a guy I know who deals in a lot of antique stuff, he goes to a big show in Texas every week. Brandon's here with us. Chris is here. And he sent me a text literally as I was getting ready to head out of town. And he said, hey, I'm loading for Texas if you want to come by and look. And it was a good thing I did. So picked up some really cool stuff. I'm really excited about it. It's going to take the next 2 or 3 Toy Tuesdays to get through them. A lot of cool promos, some super cool metal toys, a couple of signs. Well worth running by there, other than for my bank account. It wasn't too good on that, but it was well worth the trip. So anyway, a couple of things laying here. Then we're going to get into some promos. Then we're going to check out a sign. We'll start off with a little pennant. And we actually picked this up a little while back. It's just a piece that got set off the side and I kind of forgot about it. So we'll start with that. Then we'll check out a can. Then we'll work into some promos. Then we'll catch a sign. So flip this around and we're going to check out an old pennant from the Pioneer Village in Minden, Nebraska. Now, if you've been hanging out with us on here for a while, you know I'm a huge fan of the Pioneer Village in Minden, Nebraska. We've done a lot of videos there. If you have not caught any of those videos, by all means, go back and check them out. Over 300 vehicles in this collection. Jimmy's on with us. Glad you made it. And an amazing collection in Minden, Nebraska. Hundreds and hundreds of vehicles, and they are all in completely original condition, exactly as they were parked in that museum, some of them back in the 50s. So great place. Really excited to find an old school pennant to go with that place and add that to our collection. So definitely put that on your list. Check out the videos that I did there and see what they've got going on because it's an awesome collection. Next thing we're going to check out is a can. This is a bigger one. 15-pound grease can, and this is literally like a pail, like a bucket, and it is dirty. That's why I've actually got it sitting on paper. But it is Superior Axle Grease. Galena Manufacturing Company. Every rail warranted, Galena, Illinois. This is a really early can. We'll kind of tip it up and see if we can get a little bit better look at the graphics on it. Kevin's on. Yep, that's definitely, I think if this is pre-antique car. I think it's that early. Sam's here. Glad Sam made it. But that is definitely a super early can. It definitely shows some age. But man, that thing is early. So to even have it, even in this condition, obviously well over 100 years old. So even though it shows some wear, just to have one in this condition with this much of the graphics left on an old galvanized can is pretty cool. Dan's here. Glad you made it, Dan. And the rest of the bucket, it's basically just a bucket. That's basically all it was. But it is early. So neat piece. Like I said, definitely not the best piece in the collection, but a really early, super cool piece. So let's get into some promos. When I stopped by my buddy's place the other day, he found a big box of promos. Lee's on. Glad you're here, Lee. Number 1 made it tonight. So I got a lot of promos. and as you well know, I like to buy promos. So when he had a big box of promos, I basically I bought the whole box. I just said, let's count them up. I'll buy the box. So we're going to check out part of them tonight, but it's going to take a couple of weeks to get through them because there was a lot of them in there. But tonight we're going to check out the class of 1960 from the Ford Motor Company. I actually didn't realize this until I sat them all out here. I just reached in and grabbed a handful, and when I sat them all out, they were all 1960. So we're going to check out the class of 1960 for the Ford Motor Company, these promos, and then we're going to get in and check out a sign as well that I got. We'll start off with the little Falcon. Just your basic little two-door Falcon. Definitely has a little warp to this one, but not in bad shape. Still got the bumpers, the lights, still got the grill and the nose in it. Missing an A-pillar, but there again, these are display pieces, and overall, a pretty neat-looking little car. Still in pretty decent shape considering it's a 60-year-old toy, so has held up not too bad for being a 60-year-old toy. Next one we're going to check out, a 1960 two-door hardtop. These are a great-looking car. It's got a little bit of warpage to the front, but you can see where they even had the little stars on the C-pillar. These were a sharp car. Obviously, one-year-only body on these 1960 Fords. We can see some nice detail on the back of this thing. Cool promo, nice color. The silver blue is a good-looking color. We can see the bottom of this one. So definitely not one you see every day on a one-year-only car for the Ford Motor Company. Next one we've got the iconic Thunderbird, also from 1960. Kevin likes them too. You can still see they're a little dusty. Like I said, there's a bunch of them in there. I think there were 16 promos in this box. So we've got it's going to take a few weeks to kind of work through them. Once again, we've still got the lights and everything on the back. We still see the 1960 plate on it. Front looks the same, still got the grill and everything in it. A little bit of warp to this one, but not too bad. Still presents really well, good color. We can kind of take a peek inside. It's a little dirty. We see the green console and the white seats. L&NC, I've seen the Falcon shaped like a banana. Yeah, so this one has a little warp to it, but not quite a full banana, so maybe it's a little bit better. But the Thunderbird, a cool-looking car, great promo, and a neat piece. One more from the class of 1960 we're going to check out tonight, the station wagon. Obviously, if you've been hanging out here at all, you know I love station wagons. Station wagons are getting extremely popular. Always excited about wagon promos just as much as I am about wagons. Once again, a 1960, has a little warp to it, but it's still got the nose and everything in it. Still got one of the fender bullets. One of them is chipped off. But a good-looking car. We can still see the little bit of the emblem where it's molded in to the side of these cars. We can see the fender panels on the back behind the wheels. Two-tone car with a green roof. Also showed green inserts on the seats. And we can take a look at the back as well for this one-year-only car from Ford on a 1960. So I actually didn't even realize everything I grabbed was 1960 till I started setting them out here. And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. Kind of makes for a neat lineup. Kevin likes the wagon too. Yep. They're cool. And like I said, and obviously if you've been hanging out on here with me at all, old school made it, glad you're here. You know I like promos. So, and I've actually bought a ton of promos this year. And like I said, I think there's 16 in this box. So it's going to take us a little time to sort through them all, check them all out. But that's why we do Toy Tuesday, so we can check out cool toys and have a good time. And everybody gets to relive some memories and talk about it and check them out. So one other piece that we're going to check out tonight that I also got last week. Actually, I'm not even keeping this. I actually picked it up for my sister. Old school. Yes, I got your email with your address. I have not shipped any of that stuff yet because of the auction this week. My schedule's been bonkers. It may not even go out till next week, old school, but I will get it to you. So anyway, got one other sign. I'm not even 100% sure if it's a sign, but it's a big John Deere banner. And it's big. It's like 8 feet. I don't know if it was off of a piece of equipment and somebody made a sign out of it or what, but it's old wood, old brackets, and a pretty cool piece. See the old weathered in the wood. You can see the weathered paint. Old school. Found an 85 Tonka car hauler at a thrift shop yesterday in mint condition. That's cool. 85, that thing's, 35 years old now. So that stuff is getting old. So I grabbed the John Deere sign. Like I said, it's my sister wanted it, so I picked it up for her. But still a pretty cool piece. You can see the old brackets on it, the old weathered wood. So still kind of a neat piece. Thought I'd show it to you, even though it's not going into my collection. It's sitting here because she hadn't picked it up yet, so I thought we'd check it out. So, and actually, I did get another cool sign that I am keeping. We're going to save that one for a future episode, but it is cool. I was really excited. I pulled up and saw this thing laying on the ground, and I couldn't believe that he had come up with it. But it's a great sign. It's a big sign. It's probably 10 feet long. Yeah, it is 10 feet long, so it wouldn't fit in the back of my full-size 8-foot bed pickup. So it's an awesome piece. Can't wait to show that to you. We'll catch it next week or the week after. Like I said, we got a lot of promos to sort through. And as always, I'm always picking up cool toys and memorabilia pieces to share with you guys. So Old School wants a red Indian oil can, but they're expensive. They are expensive. They're also great, but they are expensive. I just missed one from LNNC. The guy running the John Deere at Race Week. Yeah, I did see that also when they with the John Deere that was running on 2.0. Kevin, any new grills? No, I have not bought any grills as of lately, other than just what's on vehicles. Nothing specifically for the collection. So I need to do some of the stacks that I've got actually, but there again, you can't go wrong buying cool grills either. So have not seen Don. I don't know what happened to him. He must have wandered off. Like I said, he was getting old, and he was getting old, and he lost a lot of weight. So I don't know what happened to him. Toy show in Dallas this Saturday. No, I'll be at my auction this Saturday, the F&E Collector Auto Auction that my partner Chris Froschner and I own. We're going to be doing nothing but lining up cars for the next couple days, getting ready for the sale. Got a little bit of memorabilia for that, and then we're going to be rolling into cars. We've got about almost 70 cars listed right now. We've got more consignments coming in every day. We talked to several more consigners today even about trying to get stuff listed and get in the sale on Saturday. So be sure to check that out. FEClassicCarAuction.com is the website. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. F&E Collector Auto Auction. It's going to be a great day this Saturday, and we're excited about it. And we've got some great stuff that is going to be rolling across the auction block. So you might want to check that out, see what cars are rolling across the block. Bidding is already live on Proxy Bid, so you can check it out on there as well if there is something you're interested in and you can't get here. We've got a great docket, and it's really coming together nice. We started setting up the podium. We got the podium set up yesterday. We got sound system set up, and we got our banner set up for our screen set up for our projector for online bidding, so the people on the floor can keep up with what's going on and what's the next one on the block, things like that. So got chairs set up, got bleachers moved in, expecting a big crowd. And as always, I'm sure it's going to be a great time. This is the 6th time we've done it, and we've probably got definitely one of our better dockets that we've ever had. Daniel's going to a Hot Wheels show in Tulsa on November 20th, so I'll have to check that out. Yeah, number one, F&E Collector Auto Auction is the technical brand. That's what we call it. My partner Chris Froschner and I, F is for Froschner, E is for Ehrlich, and they have an auction company, car auction and real estate, out of Larned and Pratt, Kansas. So they've got a great auction company. I've got obviously a little knowledge on the car side of things. So we joined forces about 5 years ago and started putting this together. We've had some really great success with it and really looking forward to this weekend. So Saturday's going to be a great time. I hope you guys can make it. I do know some of our regular viewers are going to be here. Rico and Jess are going to be here. Nate's got a car consigned he's going to be bringing up. So there's going to be some of our regular Toy Tuesday and Sunday night people are going to be here with us this weekend. And hopefully some of you guys can make it. If not, be sure to jump online and check it out. And like I said, if there's something you're interested in or you know somebody that is interested in, you can get on Proxy Bid and bid. Thanks, number one. Number one just subbed to the F&E Collector Auto Auction channel as well. And you can check out some of the cool stuff coming. We got a supercharged Avanti, a factory supercharged Avanti. Definitely a car you don't see every day. Rambler Marlin, 51 Ford Victoria, 52 Ford Victoria. I've got a 97 BMW coming, and you may say, why is a 97 BMW very important? Well, it's kind of a plain four-door BMW. The interesting part of the BMW is the title, because it comes with the original title. The original title was marked surrendered, and the car was retitled because of the original owner. Anybody on here that follows country music's probably heard of a guy named George Strait, and he was the original owner of this BMW, and it does come with the original title with his name and his signature on it. So something a little bit different, not your typical standard BMW. Super cool Henry J. That's going to be rolling across the block at no reserve. A lot of neat stuff. Like I said, be sure to check it out. And like I said, if there's something you're interested in, you can always bid online on ProxyBid if you can't get here. But my week's getting bonkers. I need to get some more videos put together for the rest of the week. It may even bring you a little bit from out there. We may even do Friday Night Live from out there. We'll just see how time permits. Kevin wants to see the Marlin. The Marlin's a great-looking car. They say it's a project, but it looks like a pretty decent project. I think it even runs and drives. It's that red and black paint scheme that was iconic on a Marlin. So you can go to feclassiccarauction.com and check that stuff out and see what's all going to be rolling across the block. How much is yard storage until the border opens? Yeah, we'd have to see what we can figure out on that, number one. But no Corvairs, no Pintos. None of those, neither one of those right now listed. 62 Impala Super Sport, 69 Camaro, 67 Camaro. Old school, spotted an early 80s Rabbit yesterday, posted a video of it. Yeah, those things were so iconic back in the 80s, and you don't ever see them anymore, so I can definitely see that. Friday Night Live would be cool, says LNNC. Australia's here. Peter's on with Australia. Glad you made it. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Which one would I rather have, Pinto or Corvair? Probably the Pinto. Not huge on either one of them. My daughter always thought Pintos were cute, so... Friday night, so we'll see if we can do a Friday Night Live. Maybe if we can get Nate and Rico and Jess, and maybe if anybody else shows up, maybe we can all jump on a live so we can all hang out together for a little bit. I'm going to be super busy, I know that, but we may be able to take a few minutes and get on a live and just do that for a Friday night episode instead of posting a video. We do have a live radio spot. We'll have a live on location radio, local radio from 4:30 to 6:30. Don't get hit in the back, yeah. So it's going to be a lot of stuff going on. We'll try to see if we can squeeze something in. Does wintertime slow down the business? Not really, especially when I'm doing everything. So Loch Ness Fox made it. That's one thing about it. When I do everything, I haul the cars, I move the cars, I pull the parts, I package the parts, I do all the digital marketing, I do all the eBay, I do all the Craigslist, I do all the Facebook, I do all the YouTube. So there really isn't a downtime for me. It doesn't really matter what time of the year it is. There isn't really a downtime. There's always something going on or something that needs done. So any Dodge Darts? I think the only Dart I've got right now is a 67. It's the only thing I've got that's actually a Dart in the yard right now. But let's see. Trade secret, feed and tip the radio host. That's the same guy that's been doing it every year, so it should go pretty smooth. But the pieces of the puzzle are coming together, and like I said, it's going to be a great time. And any of you guys that can make it, if you do make it out here, be sure to stop me and say hi. Daniel's dad is a 75 Dart Special Edition. I don't have any of those. It don't have any 75 darts. No, I don't have any of those at all. I know. Yeah, multitasking, that's an understatement. I usually try to be to the shop by 7 in the morning, and I try to be done by 10 at night. Loch Ness Fox been sandblasting in a 56 F100 frame. Yeah, that is a long day there. So that's my typical day, 7 in the morning till 10 at night. Lunch is typically a sandwich at the desk in the office at the shop. I'll run home for 20 or 30 minutes and grab something to eat for dinner, and then straight back to the shop. So that's pretty much my typical day. Mid to late 70s cars are harder to come by. Absolutely. They're definitely hard to come by. Good luck and good weather. Thanks, number one. But it's going to be exciting. I think my partner Chris should have a live stream set up to see the cars as they come across the block. And like I said, absolutely, bidding will be live on ProxyBid. It's already up and live, and then all that will culminate as the cars roll across the block. So it's going to be an exciting day. We've got a good mix. We've got some higher dollar cars. We've got some nice mid-level cars, some good driver stuff, and we've got some project cars. So we've got a great mix. We've got something a little bit for everybody. Some stuff that won't necessarily break the bank, but you can have some fun with. Some pretty nice driver stuff and some really, really nice stuff that is, you know, a little more money, but still cool cars, and definitely exciting to see roll across the block. So it's a good time. And what's one of the coolest things about it is every year some people come up to me after the fact and say they had a heck of a good time, which is what it's all about. Bring your friends. We got a beer garden. We've got an outstanding barbecue vendor. We've got a ton of cool cars, and you get to see them go across the block, and you never know. You may be taking one home with you at the end of the day. So it's definitely a great weekend, and definitely I'm excited to see some of you that are going to be coming out this weekend that I know are already coming. And thanks, William. William hopes everything works out well. I do too. So, and if anybody does want to come out, if it is something you're thinking about, the Best Western here in Great Bend has a rate for the auction. If you wanted to give them a call and tell them you're coming in for the classic car auction, the Best Western here in Great Bend will give you a good rate, and looking forward to an exciting weekend. So anyway, that's what I've got for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We kind of got rambling about the auction a little bit, but that's kind of my world this week. So it's going to be crazy, and it's going to be fun, and we've got a lot of cool stuff. So be sure to check out the website, see what we've got coming across the board, and stay tuned because there is more stuff coming up every day right now. We'll be listing cars probably all the way up until Friday, because literally people still bring stuff, still call and want to get stuff in there at the end. So that's what we're here for, is to sell cars. So we take them and we sure run them across the block, and we try to find them a new home and put them in somebody else's hands that's going to have a lot of fun with them. So that's what I've got. We'll go ahead and start getting ready to wrap up. If anybody has any other questions or comments, be sure to throw them up there. We'll sure try to catch them before I get off. And I'm going to get back to work. A lot of things I'm trying to keep all my loose ends tied together at the shop while I'm trying to get everything ready for the auction. I'm spending pretty much the bulk of my day out at the auction, making sure we've got everything ready to go there. So anyhow, that's what I've got for tonight, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the promos and the can and the pennant and the sign and everything. Lots more cool stuff coming up in the near future. We'll get you some video. Well, like I said, there's a couple things out there at the auction I think I want to do a video on maybe for tomorrow night. Plus, thanks, Kevin. Glad you made it. And we may, like I said, if we can squeeze a live in for Friday night's episode, we might try to do that. So stay tuned. We'll see what we can pull off. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hey, hope you enjoyed the toys, and thanks for coming by. We will see you soon on the next video. If you got any other questions, just give me a shout, and hopefully see. Dan says, don't sell Jess the Nash. Well, actually, I've got the Nash out because Rico texted and said Jess has all of her money saved up. No airport or 6 or 8 door limos at all right now, Brandon. Nothing consigned for the auction, nothing in the yard. So Jess said she's got all of her money saved up. Thanks a lot, Ness Fox. I appreciate you guys being here. And she wants to get the Nash this weekend, so I've got it moved out where we can get to it. So we may be bringing you some video next week of Jess getting her Nash because she's pretty excited about it. So anyway, that's going to be coming up too. So as always, thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you swinging by, spending a few minutes here, checking out what we've got going on. It's always a great time, and it's your guys' participation and involvement is what makes it happen and makes it tick. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here, Dan. It is cool. It's a great time, and hopefully we'll see you Friday night on a live. So thanks for watching, everybody. Maybe we'll see some of you at the auction. Check out the website, and we'll see you soon on the next video.